The irony of me being in the middle right now, talking about base.
You better be in the middle. While being in the middle.
Fucking, I hope you film that. Send me that one clip to send to Rickson. Okay, ready? Base. Base is a term that gets thrown around quite a lot. So find your posture, find your base, etc. I want to explain it as simple as possible. The idea of base, equal weight distribution, forward, backward, side to side, and then we can add in an opponent. Then we can add in all of the variables. Base is the ability to not be late to something and not be early to other things, because both things can be taken advantage of. So as an example, if I'm standing with my feet together and somebody pushed me from the side, I was late to not fall. If somebody pushed me backwards, I didn't magically box in Cambridge. So you have to find the middle ground so that you're not late to multiple things. So when I talk about base, there's going to be context involved for every form of base. There's 4-point base, there's partnered base, there is base if I'm holding crossbody, base if I'm in north-south. There's versions of base, but when you really narrow it down and trim the fat off, base is how I connect to the ground or the opponent or whatever's near me to equal my weight distribution in order to connect properly. So here is a very basic version of base. Right now, if my feet are together and you give me a little shove, there's no version of me that goes like this to not fall. So get used to the idea of just gently falling to the side and putting your feet outside your hips, like you were doing a deadlift or a squat. If you had a personal trainer and they just kind of like, okay, just naturally, hey, there you go, that's it, there's your base. Stop freaking out about it. Naturally, your body is gonna find where it's comfortable, okay? So that gentle lean. Now, from here, we'll talk about backwards in a second. Right now, I should understand how to find base forward, backward, and side to side in what's called neutral base. I'm sure everybody's got a cool name for it. I call it a neutral base specifically because this is like the idling car of base. Imagine you're wandering around and somebody grabs you and you go like this. You're probably easy to move around. But if somebody was to connect to you in any way and you got into the habit of dropping into base, so not doing this or this, literally just that little jump into base. This is the idling car of jiu-jitsu. Because right now, I don't know if you're gonna pull me back. I don't know if you're gonna push forward. I don't know if we're going to the side. I don't know if we're going to whatever. Imagine it's like your car is outside, it's turned on, and it's got your favorite radio station. You're ready to go. That's what you're looking for with neutral base. Here we go. Feet together, somebody gives me a little shove, I step just naturally outside of my hips. From here, context-wise, if we're doing a drill from side to side, I don't have to lift my hands, but get into the habit of just lifting up your hands. That's it. This is gonna be a whole thing later. I inflated. I found the middle of this action. If I'm standing like this, I'm not too far, I'm not too near. But what if I'm too far and what if I'm too near? So we need to get into the habit of going, whoop, just that little drop of dropping into base, boom. When I drop into base, some golden rules for you. If your knees are past your toes and you can't see it, you're too far. If you can see your toes, you're too far. Imagine you want to line up your knees and your toes. Now, if my hands are hanging, if my hips are underneath me like this, if my forearms are touching, I'm too far. If they're hanging too far, I'm too far, too far, too far. So it's not the middle. The whole idea of the middle is right now, if you pull me backwards, no. If you pull me forwards, no. As opposed to, if you pull me backwards, no. Oh, you got me. If you pull me forwards, fuck, I'm late. I'll use a person as an example because I think it's a visual thing. Can I borrow you, Will?
Yeah, this way.
Right here?
Yeah.
Cool. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you to face the camera, please. It's star swipe. Got a nice edit on that one. So right now, put your feet just outside your hips. Now freeze here. Standing up straight, doing absolutely nothing. If I was to hold your neck and pull you back, you're going back. If you were to bend your knees, start to roll your shoulders and squat down a little bit. Good. Now, relax even more and lean forward a tiny bit more. Head up, pause. Right now, I would refer to this as the middle. You've dropped into base. if I was to pull you back, I want you to start to sit your tailbone back like it's a, yes, you're not moving, are you? Stand up straight. Ah, you're late, aren't you? Okay, so push your hips towards the camera. You're super late. Good. Turn for me. Find your base. Lean forward a little bit. Drop it. Yeah, I like that. Good. Freeze. Tailbone touches me. Good. You're not going anywhere. Stand up straight. Okay. So any point in time that if you were to drop into base, go. Late. You can start to build your reflexes off of this game. So drop into your base. Good. If you were to stick your ass really far back, so start to hunt for a chair, pause. It's hard for me to pull you back, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's easy to push you forward. So now, stand neutral, drop into base. Good, let your shoulders round. I like this. Good work. Don't let me. Good, you're there. Now move your arm out of the way just a little bit. Push your hip bone forward. Yes, you're not going anywhere, are you? Stick your ass out. Push your hip bone forward. Oh, you're late. That makes sense, right? Okay, visually, you can't feel it, but the idea is when you drop into a neutral base, you're supposed to be in the middle because I don't know if I'm going that way, I don't know if I'm going that way. There's no version of a neutral basis. Well, I really, really, really don't want to go that way. That's the key, okay? So with a partner, this is a good way to start to hone your reflexes and do what's called body wiring. I want you to drop into base facing the camera. You got this. Now let your shoulders round and relax. I like that. Good. Because you're not late at the shoulders as well. If I put a hand on your shoulder to push, I don't want you to be floppy. I want you to start to become like a stone. I want you to gently push from your right foot to your left shoulder. If your shoulders tip, you're going to be moved. So imagine there's a spear running from shoulder to shoulder and a spear running from shoulder to hip. Never let those spears move. Right foot, left shoulder. That's very good. Well, I'm happy. That's not hard. It's not hard to test, right? Put your feet a little bit more together. Don't ever let me move you. That's so important. That's important because no one loses this game. You're not sparring and then you go home and feel really good about yourself because you won something. No, everybody wins because right now if he puts a hand on my shoulder and he helped me find my base, you should be happy. So again, find your base. Another way of testing this is by pulling. So here's a fun game. Fun, I don't know what your version of fun is. This is my version of fun. If they're wearing what's called a kimono or a gi, those people used to wear those. Take your fingers and curl them into the sides of the gi. From here, I'm gonna walk my feet away from me and lean into him. He's not moving, this is pretty good. But what if I walk my feet towards him and hang off of him? Oh, you wanna do that with me? Okay. Curl the fingers into the gi and freeze here. I'm in a neutral base and we're only testing side to side right now because I need to start to hone these reflexes. When he starts to walk towards me, my right foot equals my left shoulder and I will never, oh, keep going. I will never let it tip. Keep going. Ah, okay, I feel good. Walk your feet to me. Ah, I overdid it. Walk your feet to me. My left foot equals my right shoulder. Okay, so learning that little feeling, that's going to be a lot of your clinch work. That's going to be a lot of your passing. Just feeling more than doing. That's very important for this version of this art. So one more time, grab, fingers in. From here, here's a tiny detail. Start to push, continue to push. If I feel like I'm losing it, go. I can always regain my base. Come back, please. I don't push. Try and fight. Never try and fight this. Your partner goes, go. Let go. I'm not going to over or underdo anything. So get used to the idea of not shit fighting all the time, but becoming a solid version of, no, the opposite. You're playing the opposite game, right? Again, pull, freeze here. Here's an add-on for that. Continue, 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 freeze. And instead of walking away, let's make it more interesting. Come back. Walk your feet to me and let your head go back. Continue walking your feet so you lean back, lean back, lean back. Good work. Again, go. Keep going. I'm going to keep the same level as my partner. So that's a key detail here. If you turn towards me, just quickly, towards me, freeze. push into me. Okay, good. Now drop a level and push into me. Whoa. Push into me, drop a level and push into me. That's important. You catch that?
Yeah.
So turn towards the camera. Stay where you are. Your left foot equals your right shoulder. Very good. That's solid. Now stay like you are. See, I'm gonna drop a level.
Yeah.
Just by default, I'm dropping a level. Stay where you are. Make a connection. Good. As I drop with it. Well, shit. Wait, oh, motherfucker. Very good. Okay. Once we can get side to side, we should learn back and forth. Now, these are the key details for this one drill. This is a long video, but like you're balls deep into it. Deal with it. Anytime you're dropping the base, go. Boom. I can't push. I can't pull. Fantastic. Test your partner. From here, I'm going to pull the head down. He's going to connect with his hip bone and gently pull the shoulder back. He's doing the opposite of what I want. Good. I'll go from behind, and now his tailbone is going to connect to me. His head's not going forward, so turn with me. Actually, do it to me. Wrap your arm around my neck and pull backwards. Tap, you win. Pull backwards. Pull backwards. You feel that? That's what you're looking for. So that's, man, nobody talks about that. It's always, it's not that. It's just that. Go. No, I don't want to go. I'm fine. That's what creates these throws. Learning how to make a connection rather than using strength. So testing your partner, side to side, push and pull, and then slowly up and down. Here's another up and down. Find your base. Face the camera. Good. Connect to me. All right. Put your shoulder on my shoulder. Freeze here. When I start to lower, you're going to lower. Yes. Good work. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. You feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a good game to play with a partner. You'll do it to me. So take your left leg off of the ground. Start to squat. Squat and push, squat and push, squat. Ah. Squat and push. Squat and push. Stand up fast. Lower fast. And you start to play with reflexes on this one. So maybe edit that and put that right next to the push and pull. My bad. Or we could just leave it like this because this is a fucking train wreck anyways. Your partner, side to side, push, pull. You can use the gi or you can use the body. Your partner, forward and backwards, wrapping over the neck. Now this drill can be built on so many ways and it can continue on for the rest of your jiu-jitsu career. The idea is to do the opposite of what somebody wants, but start in the middle. Boom. What if he wants to push? It's the opposite of what you wanted. I didn't do this and get dragged back. Here's a quick example. Drop into neutral base. Boom, freeze here. I can't take you side to side, can I? Now, step both legs forward, both. Sprawl both feet forward. Don't let me walk you. Freeze. It's easy to pull you back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come back. Step one leg forward. It's hard to pull you back and push you forward. Now you can take advantage of me. So instead of grab me, push forward. Oh, I don't want to go forward. Oh, it's easy to go back. Instead of, push forward. Push forward. I got real easy. You're the one that gives me the move. Cool? So the goal, eventually, with base, that neutral car, I have a partner. I have a partner. I have a partner. I don't know, maybe I have a partner in multiple ways. That neutral car right here, everything you do, you're going to overdo. And I get to take advantage of it. It's a good reflex to build.
How did you do the throw?
So, can you sort of do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
I think you covered the first two.
fuck, what was the second one? It's so hard to make this organized.
No, I think that worked as a video, but
Oh.
you've just done the first two in one.
All right, so the first one was the explanation. Let me make the explanation faster and easier, and then we'll just do testing neutral base.
Okay,
I want this one to be perfect. This is the 8 pages.
okay, so scrap all of that.
No, save it just in case. Maybe there's some gold in there, but let me try one more time, please.
Okay, so just to read out the two I thought it was, just to see where you're going to score. Defining what base is in context.
Yep.
The second one was neutral, weighting, finding, push, pull, lift,
Neutral, weighting,
and finding.
finding,
And then
push,
push, pull.
pull, lift. Okay, so let's make all of those a thing.
And then you've said using connection to become a hindrance.
Okay, so every word is its own video now. Let's just do that. I think instead of me rambling for an hour, chunks, small chunks.
Okay.
Ready?
So
I'm gonna explain what base is. And I don't need you, and I'll